Hi, I'm Raven from the blog DIYraven.com, and this is a pattern review of Simplicity number 1072. I did version D. It's a raglan knit shirt with a contrast in the front. The one that is actually showcased is a contrast with a sequin front. There's also a knit skirt and a knit pant. So why I chose this pattern was because I'm relatively new to knits, so I wanted something that could possibly be completed, relatively quickly. Easy to do, obviously, but something that could be kind of like a staple or in my wardrobe, or something that I could actually wear like this season for the fall and the winter. The fabrics I used, actually, I attempted this 3 times and made 2 successful ones. So the first one, the top number 1, was a floral textured knit with 95% polyester and 5% spandex, with a Ponte Roma knit. I hope I'm saying that right. Contrast in the front. The Ponte Roma being 60% polyester, 39% rayon, 1% spandex. Top number 2, that's the attempted top. I kind of messed up on that one. I think I ended up actually sewing the sleeve to the body and the neckline. I sewed on backwards. That was the end of that one, actually, when I did that. But anyways, the fabrics that I chose for that one was a floral black and gray burnout knit. So the flowers in it were actually a little bit see-through with that burnout. And it was 50% polyester and 49% cotton, with a black Roma knit, Ponte Roma knit contrast. And then the last one, which is actually my favorite one, this one I'm wearing, I just used two solid, 2 Ponte Roma knits for that. And where the fabric is from, no surprise here, it's from Joann Fabrics. Joann is pretty much the only place I go for fabrics, just because I can get them on sale, and I don't really particularly like getting fabric online, just because I like to see it, touch it. So that's where the fabric is from. This is actually a very simple pattern to follow. I would definitely recommend this pattern to anyone, whether you've used knits or not. For myself, having a very limited exposure or use of knits, experience of knits, it was a good project for me. It wasn't a lot of steps. It was the kind of project to where after you laid out your pattern pieces, you could literally that evening get it completed. So I would definitely recommend it. Also, I personally used both my basic machine and definitely used my serger machine for this one, but you could easily use your basic machine as long as you have some of the basic stitches like zigzag, just for the stretch of the material. So what I really liked about this pattern actually was the raglan shirt detail and a raglan sleeve detail, and the fact that it had a contrast in the front. I mean, obviously it's just a basic knit top, but just those 2 details to me made it a pattern that I was definitely interested in trying. So that's what I liked about this pattern. What I disliked about this pattern, actually, there wasn't really anything I super disliked. There wasn't anything I disliked at all. I will say that for me, and it was my mistake, when I first looked at the pattern, I just assumed this was actually a sweatshirt pattern. So when I first selected the sizing, I did a size 12, when usually I'm a size 8 or 10 in a lot of commercial patterns. And I did that because I was like, oh, I want this to be like a sweatshirt, kind of big, but I did realize later this was a knit shirt, so I would have preferred it to be a little more fitted. So by the time I did the third one, I made sure that this is actually a size 8, whereas the first one I did, or first two I attempted, were both size 12. And would I make this garment again, even though, so I successfully made 2 and attempted 3, I would actually definitely make this garment again, and I'm not usually that person. I'm usually kind of like hit it or quit it as far as like patterns go. Like I'll do it once, and as long as I do it once and successfully, I kind of like not looking back. But this one I really liked. I really liked how quick it was, and I guess that's maybe true of a lot of knit patterns. Honestly, by the time I got to attempt number 3, after like the process of like laying down the pattern pieces on the fabric and cutting them out, it was super simple to put together because by then I didn't really have to look at the directions anymore. So, and I'm just the type of person that when I find something I like, that's usually like a basic, I could live in this, for like days. So I could see myself like making actually maybe a couple more. So anyway, that is my review of Simplicity pattern number 1072. The knit top with the raglan sleeve. If you have any questions, please comment down below, but hopefully this is helpful to you. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.